How you guys doing today? Welcome to Mastodon Trade Institute. This is going to be your next gen training to help you pass your construction state license board trade exam. My name is Mark Britt and I will be your instructor for these courses. I am a licensed General A engineer contractor. I'm a chief executive officer and I am a responsible managing officer for Mastodon Engineering Group LLC. I've been in construction for over 13 years, gaining hands on experience across multiple trades. Throughout my career, I've built and operated a licensed construction company. I've completed projects ranging from residential to commercial to state and even government, navigating every stage of the building process from field work to the executive oversight. With all that I've accomplished, I believe my greatest responsibility is to train and inspire the next generation of builders. My goal is to share all my knowledge and skills and real world insight in this construction industry. So I just want to teach you guys what it takes to be in this construction industry so you guys can take it further than I did. So, like I said, I've been in the construction industry for over 13 years. My background includes concrete welding, carpentry, electrical, earthwork, paving, grading, excavation, erosion and sediment control, underground utilities, plumbing, foundation work, demolition, masonry, that's bricks, building brick walls, cinder block walls, traffic control, and highway improvement projects, land survey, structural support, and project layout, estimating, contract bidding, and navigating public and private sector contract. These experiences, this experience allows me to teach not just theory, but what really happens on the job site. I know it sounds like I just named off a lot of stuff, but 15 years 13 plus years of construction industry, you pretty much touch everything. I love construction. It's a great industry, and every piece of it, it's like, everybody on the team has a position to play to get the job done. Once everything comes together, you got a nice building or whatever you're looking at. Just it's a nice piece of art, but it takes a team. Every position has to play its part and do its part right for that structure to be a nice structure. All right, in the state of California, contractor licenses are regulated by the Department of Consumer Affairs Contractor State License Board, the CSLB. There are currently 44 different license classifications divided into three main classes. Class A, General Engineer Contractor, that's what I am. We focus on infrastructure and large scale civil projects. This includes earthwork, paving, highways, utilities, structural engineering, typically works with heavy equipment and public works. All right. Then you got your Class B, your general builders. They specialize in building structures where people live or work. This requires the license holder to coordinate two different unrelated uh, Class C trades. So, if to get a Class B license, you'd have to have, let's say, a plumber's Class C and electrical Class C, just two unrelated. It can't be like you got drywall and painting. It has to be two unrelated Class C trades. Then you qualify for the Class B trade. And then last but not least, you have your C contractors. These are your specialty contractors. So electrician, plumber, your concrete, your HVAC, those would be in your Class C. There's 40 different Class C licenses. There are, I think it's two Bs and one A. And then it was a D license, but they kind of removed the D classification. But yeah, it's 44 different licenses. You got your Class A, Class B, and then 40 different Class C licenses. These courses I offer are designed to provide valuable insight into key construction trades and industry terminology, giving you real world experience of how the industry works on and off the job site. For newcomers, this training provides a solid foundation and direction, helping you identify the trades that match your skills and interests. For my journeymen, it offers you knowledge and confidence to operate independently and take the next step in towards becoming a licensed contractor. And for my current contractors, these lessons can expand your awareness on new trades. It can in areas of growth that help you scale and diversify your business. Hey, it's more the more licenses, the more trades you occur, the more stuff you can do out in the field, the more money you can make. The construction industry is essential, not just because it builds homes and roads and infrastructure, but because it responds to destruction. Just like hospitals exist to take care of the sick, construction exists to repair, rebuild, and restore. After natural disasters, accidents, even civil arrests, here in California we face wildfires, earthquakes, floods, storm damage, and yes, even destruction from protests and civil events. Every time something is damaged or destroyed, construction steps in to rebuild. That's why this industry is labeled as an essential workforce. So just like hospitals, if there was no sick people, we wouldn't need hospitals. If there was no destruction, there wouldn't be no construction. So construction relies on destruction. I know it's why would you want something to be destroyed? But the world we live in, destruction happens. That's why it's room and growth for construction. So as long as there's destruction, construction will exist and thrive. If you're ready to become a contractor, a licensed contractor, and take control of your future, here's a step by step pathway to ownership. Okay, first step, you need to meet the requirements of the CSLB. So you have to be at least 18 years old and you have to have 4 years verified work experience that for your trade. So for you to get your license, you got to be at least 18 years old and you got to have 4 years of verifiable work experience. I need to ask the question to the CSLB, but if you guys participate in this in my school, technically you guys are working under me. I'm training you, so I think with the time you spend in my school, I should be able to sign a work experience form for you. Let me ask that question. I'm not going to put that in stone, just letting you know. So next step, you got to form a legal business entity. So you form your business, a LLC or a corporation, with the state, with the Secretary of State. So your license, you can't attach it to your name. So my general A isn't on my name. I'm labeled as an officer on the license. The license is attached to the entity of my LLC. Okay. So next step after you filled your requirements, you did your application, you got your 4 years experience, you're over 18, and you formed your legal business entity. Now submit that information to the CSLB. All right. Now you're starting your process. All right. So after you submitted your information to the CSLB, it takes about 90 days for them to process it. It might take a little longer, but then they'll say yes or no, you have enough experience. And then that's when they'll send you to take your trade exam and your law and business. So, your trade exam, my school, my training that I am offering to you, I will help you pass your trade exam. And also, we'll have another course. I'll add another class for the law and business exam also. So after you passed your trade exam and your law and business exam, you got to get bonded and you got to get insured. Your business, hey, this is a real business. It's real legal. You got to make sure you're bonded and insured. After you've proven all that to the state, the CSOB, you're now a responsible managing officer. So basically, To be a CEO, you got to start a business. You get your LLC, you a CEO. All right. After you pass your training, your exams, you're bonded in insurance. Now the state recognizes you as a responsible managing officer. So in the state's eye, that person it's capable. He's a qualifying person to manage that company. All right. So you could be a CEO, but if you're not a RMO, then your business isn't in business yet. So once the state recognizes you as that responsible managing officer for that entity, that's when your business is open for business and you're officially a contractor in the state of California. All right. Our program is designed to provide foundational knowledge, hands on skills in the construction industry. This curriculum is structured into 13 core chapters with more content planned for the future. I plan to expand this. We get more trades, we'll have hands on, we'll have Zoom. Just I want to expand this or grow this as big as possible. So our 13 core chapters, that's our first set of chapters. We're going to talk about land survey. We'll talk about grading, excavation, USA utilities identification, street improvements. So with land survey, basically, kind of want to take you guys from a raw piece of land, and we'll show you how to land survey it, how to take your plans and for your topograph or your drainage or however you're gonna scope this land. Go through grading. Grading is leveling and scoping that land. Excavation is digging and trenching so that we could put our utilities down. Our next chapter will be us putting our utilities down, and then we'll put our street down for street improvement. So basically, this school is designed to help you pass your trade exam, but you need to know a lot. I got you though. All right, the next set of chapters will be erosion and sediment control, foundations, concrete, structural systems and rebuilding, walls, electrical, Ohm's law, safety, and estimating. So with these 13 core trainings that we're going to do, this should help you with your trade exam. Like you should be able to take it and pass it, know your terminology, know what you're doing, know what they're asking for. All right. And then after that, I'll add the business videos so that we can get you passed on the business exams. So while most contractor schools charge between $1,200 and $3,500 to attend their online school, I couldn't afford that back in the day, so I had to read books, attend lectures, and use my work experience that I had gathered over the years to help me succeed for this exam. So in that process of me taking my tests and passing these exams, I built my own curriculum, and I offer it to you, the training, the knowledge for $50 subscription. Cancel anytime, just a monthly subscription of $50. So every month I will be adding more and more content, uh, more and more trades. Just we're trying to make this as big as possible. So the longer you stay with us, the more education you could have access to. You know, it only takes 90 days. I would say about 90 days from the time you submit your application to the CSLB to the time you take your exam. So let's say you do the $50 subscription and you pass your exam in 90 days. You got what most people pay $1,200 to $3,500. You got that same knowledge for $150. Not trying to break your pockets. I didn't have the money to spend, so come study with me, and we'll get you past that exam.